Hey, what's going on, guys? Another good week of training here. We're going to start out on Monday. We had a single there that was about 90% of the 1RM. Then we tried a new 1RM, failed it. And you're going to see a theme on these incline variations. They're starting to stall out, which is not the end of the world. We're going to move on to something different down the line here. I was pissed off, so obviously I got some PRs rep-wise on those back-off sets, 225 plus the chains. I got it for 3 sets of 4, which is up from 3 sets of 2. So, yeah, definitely rage makes a difference. Did some overhead dumbbell press there. Left shoulder still feeling weird on Monday from that sevens tournament. It got torqued in a couple of scrums, so feeling kind of weird, unstable, I would say. Moved on to my Pendlay rows there. And then to end the workout, I did some therapeutic PT-esque type stuff for the shoulder in specific, those Y raises for external rotation. Jeremy, if you're watching this, you'll love this one, Bozu ball push-ups. I do think that there's value in that for the shoulder. It's a little gecko my kids and I found in the house. They were terrified. Next day, Tuesday here, top single, 445s and a 35 reverse band, 475, 485, I don't know, don't care. Was doing velocity tracking on that, so capped it as far as once it got in under 0.3, that was the top single, so that was like 0.22 on that, denoting pretty high effort on that. Going to my AMRAPs, had a very successful block last time with the block banded AMRAPs, got a lot out of it. So this is a new variation to help me with my dog shit starting strength, the deficit plus the reverse bands. So the reverse bands obviously are going to take some out of the bottom, but the deficit's add it back. Again, yeah, these variations, they're not, they're not for powerlifting or anything like that. They're for me, to become a bigger, faster, stronger rugby player. So they might look wacky, but I really don't care. We go to some speed squats here. We got speed triples. Again, tracked for velocity. I want it to be in between 0.4 and 0.5 meters per second on every rep. That was 295 plus the band tension of 40 pounds each side plus an extra 80 pounds. Not a mathematician, who gives a shit, so it felt heavy at the top is all you need to know. We got some reverse lunge work there, which is awesome. The hip can tolerate that kind of stuff. We have some incline bench curls for the biceps. I'm working this more so than easy bar curls, trying to progress it because I feel that it puts a better stretch on the biceps and you can't cheat as much. New variation, funny enough, we are getting some PRs on it. Yay! See the trend here? So the Swiss bar pins, incline, PR on that, then did my back off work. Plyometric work here, working on these depth drop 2 box jumps with vertical projection, not so much knee tuck. Same thing on these seated, trying to come straight up. So blow the hips through like that instead of just tucking your knees to get up onto a box. I definitely think there's more value to that than just higher and higher and higher boxes for sure. We got weighted dips. We're progressing that. Still well under what I'm capable of in that, but just kind of building up the bottom volume end before I start adding real weight to that movement. These are some cheated lateral raises here. Hypertrophy nerds would cry about, it's not full range and you're cheating, oh no! But there's value to it, spinal erector work, just explosiveness from the traps, whatever. I did not include the failed top single on that blue banded pin press there, but it was there. I failed 270 for like the 5th time, so that stalled out. I was pissed, didn't want to do any back off pin volume, so I did an AMRAP, straight weight 225, 8 reps. My best ever is 9 reps. So incline is really just kind of starting to stall out. So the body is pretty much begging me, and so is my brain, to move on. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We got our pin, blue band, and chain Zerchers there. Got a PR, up 15 from the last time on that. So that's moving right along. Once I get 365 with that, I will lower the pins down. That's how I'm kind of trying to build that Zercher movement, is from the top down. You saw some body weight chin-ups there. Got some Lou raises for volume. This was yesterday, not my most productive session. Debated training at all, but did it anyways. Microdose free squats, 315 top single there. Felt really weird on my hip. Not bad, just weird. Power cleans, 245 top single. Not terrible. Felt very explosive, probably because I was so angry that I felt like shit. 40-pound dumbbells, sets of 15, tricep extensions, more of these incline bench. Curls, again, with this accessory work, I wave down, I wave up. You guys know the how and the why behind that. After I was done with that, that was basically the end of that workout. This was from today. Speed tested 405 up in velocity. Top single there, 460, not as fast as I'd have liked. So I didn't hit a top single, but I did do my AMRAP with 425 there. Got it for 6 reps. Should have gotten it for 7. That's okay. So I'm going to go up very conservatively next time, which will be a full 7 days later. Obviously, I just did an AMRAP on Tuesday, so getting back on track after the Sevens rugby tournament. Funny enough, after all that, I shattered my velocity with an extra 20 pounds on these speed squats, which shows yet again that there's way more in the tank when you're providing max effort than what you think. Unique exercise here, front rack step ups. I like it. I feel it carries over very well to tackling. We got some volume work on the back extensions here, and then your boy doing some jump roping, right? So I'm going to finish a lot of sessions with jump rope in a fatigue state, and the way I do it is I'll put a song on and I try to do it through the entire range of a 2.5 to 3 minute song, right? So that's kind of how I jump rope. I do single leg, all kinds of, other stuff. Here's some pictures from our Whiskey Row Sevens tournament that we took second place in. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week.